Hey there, YTPC, New Jersey Piper Ben here. Working at a corrugated supplier site today, which I do occasionally, like once a week nowadays. Uh, it's a pretty spread out office. There's probably only like 5 people here today, so it's a pretty low risk scenario. Having some Maltese Falcon in my Blakemar Aristocrat Canadian. Just thinking about kind of like a backlog now from a travel POV. So, my wife and I live in New Jersey. Her immediate family's in Mississippi, extended family in Texas. My immediate and half of my extended family's in South Carolina. So, my mom is really having a tough time because they normally come visit us in the spring. And obviously, that didn't happen this year. And we were supposed to have a family trip at the end of this month around the Pigeon Forge area. We're gonna rent a mountain cabin for my parents, my brother, and his family and kids. But again, given everything that's going on, figured it was a fairly high risk scenario. I just couldn't. I couldn't get on an airplane and then go hug my mom. You know, that's just that's too sketchy right now. And then thinking about for like Christmas, thinking about literally just doing a really long Christmas break because I haven't taken like any vacation this year. Because why would I take vacation? I'm working from home. My company's like, take vacation, take time off, relax. I'm like, why? Because honestly, vacation is already stressful anyway because the whole time you're gone, all this work is piling up. Nobody else is doing it. So, yeah, it's kind of like it's not worth it. If I'm going to take time off, I'm going to want to be going somewhere and doing something, you know. It's just kind of weird right now. So yeah, I was thinking about doing like a 2 week Christmas thing and driving to South Carolina, then maybe going over to Mississippi, and then back home because we haven't seen my wife's parents in a long time either. So they're feeling neglected, you know, which is understandable. But yeah, I was just curious if any of you guys actually flown since all this has been going on, and especially recently. I'm curious, like, what the airlines are doing to kind of, you know, reduce the risk of the fact that there are dozens of people in an enclosed tube recirculating the air. It just seems like a really that's like worse than a small restaurant if you ask me. So I don't know. And again with COVID, you know, like I'm not not that concerned about me, even though I do have some definite risk factors. But I couldn't just live with if I took it to somebody else and got my mom sick or my wife sick, and because I've talked about her immune system before, my wife's immune system is just it's utterly useless. She's allergic to everything, and yeah, like they did the allergy skin test on her, where they poke in different spots and then they measure the diameter of the dots, the redness of the dots after they do the poking. Sorry, FedEx truck. Her entire arm turned red. They couldn't measure anything because it was just inflamed. So they were like, yeah, the nurse was like, I've never seen anybody react this badly to allergens. So yeah, and she was getting sick constantly when she was working in the public. So I can't do that. Can you imagine? Like if I went out and did something quote unquote irresponsible and then came home and she got sick and died? I mean, I can't, good God, that's, God, it's a nightmare. And you have to imagine that's probably happened. It has to have happened by now. I couldn't live with myself if I did something like that to my mom or my wife or my dad or whoever. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get so black there, but yeah, just curious if you guys have actually traveled and, how did it seem? Was it vastly different than previous experience flying and things like that? So, yeah. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Loving the Maltese Falcon. Loving my little Blakemar Canadian. Nice pipe. You guys take care and be excellent to each other.